Hello everyone, I'm Broffy1322 and in this video I'm going to be showing the fastest fully upgraded open top cars around a circuit. If you want to know how all cars perform in a variety of different classes and formats, check the annotation on the screen or the link in the description for the full playlist of videos. If an open top vehicle isn't in this list, then it's either too slow, can't be stored as a personal vehicle, or was released after this video was published and is featured in an update video, but of course feel free to subscribe for future updates. So before we get into the main bulk of cars here, I do want to include the Tornado as a bit of a bonus. This should have been in the convertibles video that we saw last week. I actually wasn't aware that the Tornado was a convertible. I thought it was just open top or hard top and you had to make your choice beforehand. The Tornado is actually a convertible, you can change it whenever you want. So we do actually have 10 convertible vehicles in the game and 10 open top vehicles as well. So it would have been last, it would have been in the last place for the convertible vehicles, just exactly like the Mariachi Tornado is here with open top vehicles, but I did want to include it here because I should have included it in the convertibles video that we saw last week. So the Mariachi Tornado is exactly the same as the regular Tornado, it's just that you can't actually upgrade the Mariachi Tornado and it only comes in one form, which is open top. Yeah, they are exactly the same. You can store the Mariachi Tornado in your garage, you just can't upgrade it, which is why it gets a slower lap time. Now, in 9th place is the Peyote, and the defining characteristic of all of the cars that you're seeing here is that you have to make a decision about whether you want it open top or hard top before you buy the car or find the car and keep it. The convertibles that we saw in the previous video, you can change whenever you want. They have a mechanical aspect to the roof where you can change it whenever you want as you're driving around in free roam or whatever, even at the start of a race. Whereas these cars, all of these vehicles, whilst they are, a lot of them will show hard top in the footage that you're seeing, they all have open top variants as well. So for example, the Manana in 8th place here, it's obviously a hard top variant as you're seeing that I tested, but you can get an open top variant of it, and that's the same for all of the cars in this video. Now, there is no performance difference between open top and soft top, apart from a few convertibles that I will have mentioned in the past. In general, there's no performance difference between convertibles and non-convertibles, open tops and hard tops. It's all exactly the same, so don't worry about that. The lap times are all exactly the same, and I have tested that. So in 7th place is the Kalahari. The Kalahari can be completely open top. You can completely have that back area of it removed. Looks very, very different. You could definitely say a lot lower. But yeah, that's our 7th placed open top vehicle in the game. And in 6th is the Stinger. So obviously the regular Stinger, you can get it in an open top variant. All of the vehicles here you can get open top. And it doesn't do too badly for this class, you could say. There weren't many convertible vehicles. There were only 10 convertible vehicles. It's the same with open tops. There are only 10 vehicles that you can get that have open tops on them as well. So again, you do have to make that decision before you buy or before you get the car, whether you want it open top or not. The Stallion is our next one in 5th place, sneaking into the top 5 there. Personally, I think this one looks better with open top rather than hard top, but yeah, it's all personal preference really, because the performance of them is going to be exactly the same. It's a shame that we don't have all of these open top vehicles to be convertible vehicles as well. It's a shame that, for example, you can't have the Stallion where you can change it whenever you want. But yeah, that's just the way it's coded, and there aren't these are reasonably small classes of cars here with open top and convertible vehicles, so they are quite rare to have. So the Coquette Classic is in 4th place. It's our 4th best sports classic car as well. Sneaks up there into 4th place overall for open top vehicles. Again, it's a hard top that you're seeing on the screen, but the open top version of it is exactly the same. Now, there are a few open top vehicles that you could maybe consider to be open top vehicles, but I haven't included them here. Such as, Trevor's truck, the Bodie, it's kind of open top. The Mesa is another one where you can sort of remove a few things from it. I decided to leave them out because, in my opinion, they weren't sort of proper roadsters, if you like. They weren't in the spirit of that sort of thing, and they just didn't really fit with what I was trying to do. They may have roll cages and things like that. So that's why I decided to leave them out and just focus on these sort of main top 10 open top cars. So in third place is obviously the Coquette, a big difference in lap time to what we saw from the Coquette Classic, and actually the top 3 open top cars are all very close. In second place, just ahead of it, is the Voltic. So the Coquette and the Voltic you can both get, with their roofs off, and they're pretty close on lap time. The Coquette with a 107.0 I think it was, and the Voltic with a 106.6, only 0.4 of a second between them. Very, very close on lap time, and it would actually be interesting if we had open top races, because the top 3 are all very, very close and have very different characteristics between them as well. Obviously the Voltic is all electric, very, very quick in terms of acceleration, but not very good at all in terms of top speed, top end straight line speed. The Coquette Classic is reasonably planted around the corners, but not that much traction. And in first place overall is the Banshee, of course, the best open top vehicle in the game with a 1 minute 6.2. It takes another 0.4 of a second off what we just saw from the Voltic there. And yeah, it's the Banshee is just one of those classic vehicles. If a lot of people generally seem to prefer it with the roof on, as you're seeing in this video here, but it does come in the roof down version, as you saw in the opening credit footage there at the start, and you'll see it at the end as well. That's how I have my Banshee. And yeah, it's pretty quick, 106.2. It's the 10th best sports car in the game, so it's not really on the pace of the top sports cars, but it is the best open top vehicle in the game if you are only talking strictly about open tops or hard tops. Now obviously you could combine this with the convertibles video as well, and you would say get 20 different vehicles that all have their roofs down, but I wanted to split it up between convertibles and open tops, just because a few people were saying in the convertibles video that where's the Banshee, where's the Coquette. They're not strictly speaking convertibles, because you can't change them whenever you want. You have to make that decision before you buy. So that's why I decided to split them up like that, just to make a bit of a distinction between them. So there you have it, those are the best open top vehicles in the game, and really the only open top cars that you can get. So let me know what you thought down below. What would you like to see next as well? I really appreciate your support as always on these videos. These are the kind of things that you guys have been asking for, and the videos that you want me to make, I'll kind of sort of go along with that and see what I can do to get those out to you. So thank you so much for the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next time.